So Dan, can you tell us a little bit? We probably have a few players that are new to this genre, especially on console, how best to utilize the basic controls that we have here on the show floor to their advantage.
All right, let's just let me just really introduce you to this genre of game. This is what we call a multiplayer online-based arena. So what you do is you go in, is a 5v5 battle. There are 3 lanes, and there's soldiers spawning in each lane every 30 seconds. And as you kill the soldiers, you'll gain experience points, and that will allow your own soldiers to press forward to the enemy's tower. As soon as you get to the enemy's tower, that's going to allow you to damage it. The objective of the game is to take down as many towers as you can and really get to that fortress in the middle of their base and take that down. So let's talk in terms of control. The left trigger is what you move with, the right trigger you aim. And there's 4 abilities. As soon as you hit level 5, you're going to unlock the ultimate abilities. You're going to start off with 3 basic abilities, and having 3 abilities at level 1 makes the game a lot more intense right off the bat. You're going to see a lot of action all around.
Yeah, definitely the focus is on action. Don't want to sit around at all. You want to just get in there and start feeling powerful right off the bat, which all of our Guardians are. All of them have 4 unique abilities, which they're trying to be used to their advantages. Some are ranged, some are close up and personable, and some are also support characters. So we'll see how these 5 team members on each side are able to work together and combine those abilities to their mutual benefit.
So what we have here is Legolas versus Airthorn. They are both ranged physical attack damage type Guardians. However, Legolas does have more range than Airthorn, but at the same time, Airthorn does more damage to the closing distance cover. Golem's going to jump in here, rooting him in place, giving Airthorn the opportunity to pick up that kill right there. Yeah,
that was a great move by Golem, jumping out of brush there. That's what he's best at, is those ganks that are on unsuspecting enemies. That did award 11 points for the first kill, with 21 now on the board.
So, the thing about this game is there's this mechanic called Fog of War. Whenever you hide in a brush, you're invisible to all enemies until they walk into that brush. So what Golem did was he hid in that brush, jumped out at Legolas. Legolas had no idea that was coming, and that was what made up for that easy pickup. Sauron, in the meantime, gets ganked again by Golem. Golem is just doing so much work right now, roaming up and down the map, using those brushes, using that Fog of War, and just jumping on people unsuspectingly. Once again, he's going to look to jump on Legolas. The jump goes off. Legolas hasn't escaped himself. That will pull Golem into the tower, and the tower does chunk him for a bit of health. Meanwhile, Legolas is playing very safe. He knows that Golem is hiding somewhere in that brush, so he's hanging closer to the top side. He doesn't want a repeat of what happens earlier. Gandalf coming down from top, does have a stun, does not use a stun, uses the blind first. Had he stunned, he would have been followed up with a blind, and that actually would have done a lot more damage. Airthorn and Gandalf here. Gandalf actually heading back up, knowing that top is being pressured really hard by Sauron and Galadriel, so he is going to have to go and assist it. Legolas is having so much more range than Airthorn, does get those free pokes in every few seconds.
Yeah, Legolas is a great lane harasser. He's able to do a little bit of damage here and there, keeping them off of his soldiers and not getting that experience. You do get experience bonus by getting a kill on those enemy soldiers.
Yeah, definitely. You get about 184 to 85 for killing soldiers without last hitting it, but if you last hit it, you get about 205. Golem with a root on Galadriel, picking up the kill. The thing with We Are Star from Golem is it, the aggression onto Sauron. Let's see if he's going to be able to make it away. He tries to knock them back, hits it in the wrong direction, and it looks like another kill for Gandalf and Golem. So back to what Golem does is, when he goes in and he knows he's going to take a lot of damage, he pops an ability called We Are Starved. That will life leech off an enemy, root them in place, and heal him, and make him invincible at the same time. So using it at the right time, right place, is just absolutely clutch.
We see Legolas making great use of that Sylvan agility. That's that blink away back to his tower. If Wolfrun or Airthorn there would have attacked him, they would have taken tower aggression. 11 minutes on the clock. East side has 61 points to 20 on the west side.
Right here, it is a 2v1 situation. Even though Legolas has longer range, with Wolfrun in the lane. He's going to be able to shield and heal Airthorn, so they're going to be able to pressure pretty hard at some point. Legolas here actually chasing off Wolfrun, doing a lot of damage. Wolfrun is going to have to back out.
Wolfrun caps his tornado there. That would have allowed him to run through it, but would have knocked back Legolas. That's a good escape mechanism.
A lot of aggression here with that starve onto Ooglik. Ooglik does drop, taking that pressure off Nori. Nori could have dropped too, but he was able to cancel out a lot of that damage. And it looks like Golem wants to pick up that kill, but Hildefons does make it behind tower, so he will have to back out.
I bet Hildefons is feeling lucky there, having made it back to tower with 2 Guardians on his tail. So staying in lane here, as Legolas is doing, he's actually getting quite a bit of experience by killing those Guardians.
Golem with that sneaky jump forward. That does silence and do a little bit of damage to Legolas. However, Legolas, seeing the animation, does back out. The slow goes off to Golem. Golem popping my pressure. Let's see if he kills him. He kills Legolas before Legolas is able to take him down. Good thing it was a 2v1 situation as well. Right here with a couple of people down, it does allow for Gandalf and Airthorn to pressure this tower. Gandalf actually leaving Airthorn to pressure it by himself. Is throwing things up top to look for some type of ganks. Nori coming in for this tower damage. His pickaxe does glow golden whenever he's near a structure. He does have a passive called Master Mason. It does about 15 extra damage to structure and plus 3 per level.
We did see that Airthorn there upgrading his abilities. He decided to upgrade some of his base abilities. There are a couple of slows there, and a slow rather and a stun, instead of upgrading his ultimate at level 5, which many players generally do.
Airthorn here is just laning 1v1 versus his Legolas, doing very well. Actually, Wolfrun is there as well. The shield goes off because he's expecting damage, and that shield is useful. It blocks about 150 damage from Legolas there. Legolas with the stun onto Wolfrun. However, he is getting turned on. Dropping to about half hit point. Galadriel is not doing enough. Sauron coming in for the aggression, knocking both of them back. The flow goes off onto Airthorn. Let's see if he's able to stun him. Gandalf coming in for the assist. So this is a 3v3 fight. However, it does look like somebody is ditched. Wolfrun is there alone between a lot of people. Hildefons drops that flame right on top of him, force him to walk through it, and will pick up a kill onto Wolfrun. Gandalf taking the ultimate from Ooglik, does knock him back 3 times, doing 3 auto attacks. And just like Gandalf does drop, Wolfrun and Gandalf is down. Nori drops after as well. It's looking so good for Orange Team right now. They are down 40 points, but this does create an opportunity for them to take a tower. 4v2 situation here. Airthorn taking a lot of damage. Will have to back off tower. Hitting them really, really low. Ooglik will have to back out as well. 5v2 situation. They're just throwing pokes from very far on the map. What they need to do is just go and take this tower down really quickly or give somebody. They are definitely not timing their aggression if they go all in and then back out. It's free kills over and over. But the fireworks goes down, hits Galadriel. Galadriel taking a tower hit, giving a free kill credit to Gandalf right there.
Looks like that fireworks scared the entire West team and they just scattered.
Thing with fireworks is it was one of the best ability in the game if it's in the right place. It's very easy to walk out of, but oh, the root goes off of the Sauron. Sauron getting gimped before he's able to escape. But back to fireworks, it drops down an AoE white circle. It silences everybody in that circle and does damage over time. So not only is it stopping everybody from doing damage, it's putting out massive amounts of damage as well.
So we're a little bit shy of halfway through this third tournament match of Guardians of Middle-earth here at PAX. Quick check-in with the scoreboard. We have 181 for the East team, 120, very close game between these two teams. Any single tower will switch, either giving a significant lead or switching the leader on that. So those towers, another tower, another kill just went off, giving another 10 points, increasing the East team's lead.
This is the 4v4 right here. Sauron knocking a couple of people back, aggression onto Gandalf. Gandalf popping a shield, but the ultimate from Sauron does go off. Gandalf having a second shield from Wolfrun will block a lot of that damage. The team fight is actually turning around. I thought it was looking really good for Orange team, but with that double shield and the wrong focus, you know, Gandalf was able to turn that around, and his team does come out way farther ahead. Gandalf and Galadriel here looking to defend this against Gandalf, Warfare, and Arathorn. However, they're just going to slowly push this. There is another wave of Soldier assisting. They're not actually doing any damage to that tower. They're looking for ganks more so now than ever.
We see Arathorn getting the benefit of the 4 shrine control that his team has by getting those ticks of health regen, about 4 per tick, which just tops him off and keeps him in the battle longer.
The jump route does go up to Uglu, take him to half hit point. The leg sweep back onto Golem. Uglu dropping very low. However, he does not run. He pops his ultimate. Cannot fight a Guardian that's 3 levels higher than him. Does open up an opportunity for Legolas to pick up a kill though. And Legolas,
so close to that health flower.
He probably might have made it out if he picked up the health flower. That will add about 200 hit points to Golem.
Here we see Legolas doing the same thing, getting a double flower and topping off his health. 4 minutes on the clocks. East team now has pulled ahead with those structure kills at 341 to 130. The West team needs to get out there. It looks like we could get some upgrades on their base. They're starting to be fielded, making those soldiers stronger, but they need to get out there, start taking down those towers, making up that 300-point difference if they're going to be able to win this thing.
3:53 left in the game. It's 130 to 341. It's about 200 points difference. If blue team wants to have any chance of coming back, they're going to look for some big fights and some big moves on those towers. This is a 4-man push here in the middle. There's only 3 defending, so Sauron actually going really deep. Fireworks goes down, hitting nobody. That is a waste of an ultimate.
All 3 of the West team could be upgrading that tower there to help do additional speed on that tower damage, making it a little harder for the East team to push in, but looks like they decide to go for the Guardian kills instead.
Back to the action. Bottom is Wolfrun and Nori versus Legolas, Uglu, and Hildefons. Gandalf coming in for the battle. That looks like they want to siege this really bad. Oh, that is a split shot tower upgrade. Finally, that's going to hold them off a lot more effectively. A lot of dancing in and out of this tower. Hildefons is just really good at defending towers. Every single one of his ability does AoE damage, so when there are soldiers onslaughting towards that tower, you will be able to clear it very quickly.
Looks like they were ignoring their top lane though, and that tower goes down to Arathorn, awarding yet another 50 points, cementing their lead at 300 plus.
130 to 421. They're really trying hard to take down this tower. However, blue team is just doing such a good job defending. He knocks Wolfram back, blinks forward, picks up a kill, and he's just gonna make it out like a bandit on the other side. Nori's chasing Legolas. Legolas is actually a higher level. He can probably turn around on this. He stuns Nori. Nori is just gonna be able to, he drops his AoE circle, making him do more damage. Nori chasing Legolas. Legolas not returning any damage. If he is able to ride his Gandalf there, dropping his blind, just using his might onto Gandalf or Legolas. Legolas finally having that cooldown, is able to blink away. That's a really gutsy play by Legolas. They're blinking so far up for that 1 kill. Slow goes down off on Arathorn. That's going to set up the stun. Ultimate goes off by Sauron. That does pick up a kill.
130 on the clock. This match is coming quickly to a close. Still about 280 difference between these two teams. East side leading.
Golem here trying to take down another tower. Does get stopped by Hildefons. You don't really want to fight against Hildefons as a melee. He will be able to kill all the soldiers and blind you at the same time. Really heavy push up here. Wolfram popping his shield, knowing there's some big plays happening. Fireworks going down on top of tower, keeping the enemy back. Will create enough space for them to take another tower. My pressure's going off on Hildefons. Hildefons is going to have to run. He is going to just stay back, drop those flasks of oil, damaging the enemy. Not getting too aggressive. He knows this is a 2v4 situation. Whoever gets DC will drop very quickly. Root goes off onto Ugluk. Ugluk actually is going to be able to back out.
These two teams are actually very equal in levels, but 25 seconds left. East team has definitely made use of getting out there and killing those structures to up their point total.
Gandalf getting slowed. He cannot run. He pops his ultimate, trying to do a last-ditch effort to take somebody down with him, but he will just die for nothing. 3 players from Orange Team is going to drop. This is going to be a last-minute valiant effort to make something happen, but with only 3 seconds left in the game, they're not going to get much more than a 4 kill.
And that's a victory for the East team. For a point-based victory, congratulations on moving up to the next bracket as our 3rd match of today's tournament. You know, that was a very interesting match because we did have both teams were more or less the same level once it ended, but the East team was just getting out there and being very aggressive on those towers, and really there was a couple of times where they went off where the battle wasn't happening and somebody was soloing down a tower while the West team was focused on the mid lane.
Yeah, that game was rather close, surprisingly. You know, you see the point difference and you think, oh, this is a steamroll, but it was really the team fighting potential from both sides was relatively even. However, one team just did such a better job of capitalizing on taking down enemy base, taking down enemy towers.
Yeah, definitely got to keep an eye on that map in the top right corner, as that's going to let you know where the battle's happening, where you're vulnerable. If you're all in one lane, that means 2 other lanes are completely exposed for the enemy team to roll in and start taking down your structures.
I think the biggest problem last game was they stuck 4 people in mid lane and gave bottom lane for free to Gandalf, who was able to farm that wall. Nobody on the other side was able to farm that back and just let them take down those towers. You're losing position, you're losing experience, and really letting them get that early advantage just really hurt them.